Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Hot Corner Podcast. We have a special guest today. My cousin Hunter is here joining us for the latest episode of the Hot Corner Podcast. We'll still do the normal Tyler Spotlight player if he has one. I don't know if he even has one. Nope, he doesn't have one. That's okay. We're still going to do a basketball topic, but Hunter's going to bring us with the latest football topics and baseball topics. Baseball just started today, the Tokyo series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. And then football is in the offseason right now. Transactions happening left and right. The draft's coming up here in about a month. But what's up, boys?
I'm wheeling, dealing, stealing, and just living.
Chilling. Thanks for having me on.
Lakers
This is
in
fun.
5.
Yeah.
Terrible take. Hey,
Lakers in
hey, I'll go right now. I'll go right now with you boys. I'll dump my basketball knowledge on
Here
you
we go.
really quick. Luka traded to the Lakers. I hate to break the news to you boys. Hate to break the news to you. I know it's fresh.
First source. This is crazy.
Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
Shefty's breaking news.
But so today we don't really have a whole lot to talk about in the basketball world. It's not really super busy right now. It's pretty steady until the playoffs come around. And especially in the NBA, there's three parts to where people get excited. It's the beginning, the beginning. You do realize they can see you guys laughing. The beginning of the season, the middle of the season, and the end of the season, obviously. But right now we're in that transition between middle and end where those top teams are making their large pushes for their top seeds, and these bottom feeding mediocre teams are squeezing into the play-in. So right now, looking at a playoff picture, we're going to go through matchups. And we're just going to go through 1 through 8. We aren't going to count in the play-in teams. They suck anyways. So that doesn't matter. So let's go into the West Division, looking at the 1 seed versus the 8 seed. We have the OKC Thunder versus the LA Clippers. We don't let Tyler talk about this. Too big of a James Harden dick rider. So that's not going to happen.
Oh,
OKC, I think, would sweep this series
Damn.
immediately.
whoa, whoa. Okay, no. Because of what happened last night in the altercation with OKC in Detroit, showcasing how bad the refs are with Shea and them just being like, you think I'm a dick rider for Harden? The refs are a dick riding Shea.
Damn.
Yeah,
They're with
all
their
of them.
chest.
The women too. Yeah.
For Shea?
Live leaks. But they
The
Live
lady
leaks?
umps, the lady umps were being kind of
yes,
corrupt last night.
it's mind-boggling. It's stupid when you see Cade get frustrated and thrown out because of some BS stuff that's been happening all night. And the refs are just gargling right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
it
like
is.
that face that you
Gargling is one
made.
of the best adjectives that you could describe that
I
scenario
mean,
with.
it's a good one to put in perspective.
It's
If you could only imagine, just close your eyes and hear the word gargling about the refs. There you go. He's got your picture perfect there.
good
Yeah.
soundboard action. Good soundboard action.
Right. I don't even have to hit a button. I just have stupidity in the middle section of my screen doing it.
But you never know.
So what would you
Flippa,
say?
whippa, sippa. Clippers in 5
Clip us
to
in
7,
5
actually.
to 7.
If anything, it
Okay.
would go to 7.
You think it'd go to 7?
Yeah.
Truly think it would go
Wolves
to
in 6, baby.
Well, that would be the next matchup.
Oh shit! Oh
Good
wait,
segue. No,
what
that's a
was
good
it? What,
segue.
no, what was that matchup though? What was that
OKC versus
matchup?
the Clippers.
Oh, I got OKC in 6.
6. Okay, I'm going OKC in 4. Now the next matchup, which I'm assuming we're all taking Minnesota, it'd be Houston versus Minnesota. I think Minnesota actually takes this series. In a real playoff scenario, we have the actual playoff experience, and we have veterans compared to Houston's average age for their players is around 23 years old. So I think we got that series locked. And I think they would go game 5. I'd give Houston one at home, and that's about it.
That's valid. I agree. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not call that a hot take whatsoever. I think that with all their vets, especially coming in from last year, definitely get some shit done. There's a little bit of chemistry there, but especially with the new guys are kind of eating it up right now.
He knows
See,
ball, Tyler.
I've been doing my homework. I've been doing my homework. This
He knows
who what
ball.
what's this guy's story? This Clark guy that's
Jalen Clark.
All right,
yeah,
Tyler's got the floor.
Hoo, hoo, hoo,
I'm your player of the game,
hoo.
baby.
Oh my God! You want to talk about defensive pressure, the presence, the optimisticness in his game? Unreal, surreal.
For
What?
real.
What? He's coming in and he's like, "Don't worry, Ant. You're a bozo. I got this." Not actually, because Ant actually hypes them all up. But Jalen Clark, whoo, give him that man the minutes that he deserves, and then Rob Dillingham is nowhere to be seen, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not playing very well. But Jalen Clark finally received his first NBA contract, which allowed us to bring in Bones Highland. And now he's in the G League averaging like 35 points because he's not a G Leaguer. He's an actual NBA player, but he sucks. So, oh well. The next series that we have to tackle here is going to be Golden State versus Denver. Now, this one here, this is going to be the best series out of all the first round. And I'm taking Golden State. I think Nikola Jokic might be the best player in the league right now. But when you have Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, a healthy Golden State lineup with playoff experience, I will take this Golden State team in 7 games all day. All day.
That's fair. They're giving Steph his rest on the bench too. So Steve Kerr is he's the mastermind. He's the mastermind behind it all. That's all I have
I
to say about that.
I watched a quick little YouTube grab of this one too. I know Ball Boys, it's official. Um I I got Golden State too. I didn't know they had Jimmy Butler until about 12 hours ago. So
Oh no.
yeah, man. That's crazy. Good move.
That's more
A
than half the
plus.
population.
So
So you're doing good.
this next episode that I'll be uploading, we're talking about past the trade deadline and what has been happening since the trade deadline. And Golden State Warriors, since the trade deadline, have only lost 2 games. That is insane. The trade deadline was a month and like 10 days ago, and they've only lost 2 games. So that's
Well,
unbelievable.
3 now because they lost to Denver. But
Oh, did they? Okay. I didn't catch that. But
yeah,
oh,
I know ball.
facts.
I
Or
know
you just
ball.
don't have a life. Looking at the next matchup, we have the Lakers versus Memphis. This one's kind of a toss-up. I think both teams are really good, but I got to take LeBron and Luca over Ja, Jaren, and Desmond.
I think it's a toss up to see if Jaw's gonna shoot after the sweep or not.
What you mean by that?
They're gonna get swept.
You think they'd lose in 4?
Yeah.
Damn.
They have Luca Braun. Everybody else has been firing on all cylinders.
No credit.
AR-15. Grr, sorry. Grr.
Jesus.
That's what he is. That's
Austin
what an
Reeves out here.
AR-15 is.
There's been so many AR-15s. I don't want to hear it. Anthony Richardson's AR-15. Austin Reeves AR-15. Everyone's AR-15.
Why aren't you AR-15?
Because where isn't there's no A in my name.
Gotta get a name change.
Okay, Brandon.
Gotta get some.
So yeah, I would take LA still. Tyler takes him in 4. I'll take him in 6. Whatever.
Yeah.
Take them in 7. Take them in 7.
Take him in 7. Here we go. The next matchup.
Competitive series.
I think so too. I think it'd be a good series. Now, this next matchup is OKC versus Minnesota in round 2 or in the semifinals. I don't know, man. Like we could hold our own last year in the playoffs, and especially beating Denver last year and taking on OKC this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota you know, took it to a game 7, but in all, I'm taking OKC probably in 6.
That is insane. Shea is Ant's little baby. I'm just saying the Wolves play against OKC, and Ant is going to make them go PP.
He's
So the
alright.
next series after that then would be the Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. And of course, we have LeBron versus Curry. I'm taking Golden State.
I don't think so.
You taking LeBron?
I'm taking Luca.
You're taking Luca. All
That's
right,
his
Taking
Hunter.
team
Luka as
now.
You're the
well.
deciding factor.
Taking
Luca,
Luka.
you're
Taking
taking
Luka.
Luca.
Taking Luka and
So
LeBron.
Lakers advance.
Shit's
I'm
scary.
assuming, did both of you technically vote for Minnesota last series then?
I'd like to say so. I think that the Wolves can pull it off. I don't know. I think they got a lot of momentum right now if they just keep it up, keep it
Okay.
injury free.
So then in the
Yeah.
conference finals, we have the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. And I've been saying this, even though I just voted for Golden State, if the Lakers do beat Golden State and they make it to the finals, I'm taking the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because we can't beat Luca. It's just inevitable as a Minnesota fan. We can't beat Luca.
Luca is dangerous. That man, he turns like
He's fat though.
Super Saiyan
Yeah, 280 can't do
5000.
push-ups, whatever.
He's too fat.
He's insane.
You can't get it done.
He's
So
insane.
now the Lakers are going to be in the finals. Let's see who their matchup is going to be. Looking at the East, we have Cleveland versus Orlando. What we don't even need to vote. Cleveland in 4. Orlando's horrible. Let's just move on. The 2 through 7 series, also one that we really don't need to vote on. It's Boston versus Atlanta. Boston probably wins in 4.
Upset. I'm going with the upset.
Okay,
Upset
you going with
alert.
the upset.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, do you
I'm
think
going
Trae
with
Young?
Boston.
Okay, I
I'm
was gonna
going with
say
Boston, but you never know. Trae Young could be like,
icy, icy young.
breakfast is served.
Trey
Right?
Young's gonna be Trey old, baby. He's gonna get it done. He's gonna get it done. He's gonna act like a vet. He's gonna be out there. He's gonna be
Unk
shooting the basket.
status. Unk status.
He is,
Ew, that's so
dude. He
gross.
is kind of old though. He's gotten there. So the next series is New York versus Detroit. Now this one's a good series, and I'm going to take Detroit.
That's fair.
I think Cade Cunningham. Okay. To be fair, this is more biased because I really like Detroit this year. New York is the better team, but I think Detroit has the better depth. So I'm taking Detroit. They have zero playoff experience. Cade Cunningham wants to take this town, this city to a next level. We're taking Detroit in 7.
Yeah. I mean, we see how the Knicks are. Regardless, whoever wins that is probably going to lose anyway
Yeah,
because the
right,
Knicks can't compete against Boston. They can't compete against Cleveland. That's been shown because every time they match up, they lose.
right.
And that's just the regular season. Intensity intensifies in the playoffs. So, I
Nice.
mean, yeah, right. Good save.
Yeah,
And it's just like the Knicks just don't. Nothing's gonna change. Oh, Madison Square Garden. Oh, so
nice. I love
they
it.
suck.
I
Boom.
love it.
Yeah.
What are you going with, Hunter?
What was the matchup one more time? Which one are we
Knicks
talking about?
versus Detroit.
I like Detroit. I like that Detroit's good now. They weren't good for a really long time, so I'm voting for Detroit on this one. I don't
I
really
don't know
know.
if you know this, but Detroit actually didn't have a 500 record since 2016, I think it was.
Really. Yeah, that's horrible. That's like one of those franchises that kind of just fizzles out and they just stay mid forever. The Minnesota Twins, for instance.
Yes.
Um, yeah, they're just one of those kind of gas out franchises.
Right. The next matchup here is going to be the Milwaukee Indiana series. I think this one would be fun to watch. I'm going Giannis.
Indiana sucks. Even though they just
Giannis.
beat us.
Right. Um,
Obi Toppin though.
okay, hold on. That Indiana game, that's some bullshit. Did you see some of the shots that Obi Toppin made?
Yes, I saw. I even saw his game, the game winner.
Yeah, he's running to his left, closes his eyes, throws it up, and it sinks right in. And it's like a dude who was shooting 28% from 3 just made that. That's insane.
That's just Obi Toppin.
So taking a look then at the round two of the playoffs, we would have Cleveland versus Boston.
Hot series, hot series. It's gonna be gas.
I think this has already been proven that Boston wins the series. I truly think Boston wins in seven.
I want to hear what Hunter has to say about it.
I like Cleveland more.
You like Cleveland more?
I
How
like
much
Cleveland more.
how much money
I
are
don't
you
know. I
throwing?
don't. I don't know much about like the actual team, the whole backstory, anything like that. But I know that they did get good recently, like in the years after LeBron. I know they're like a pretty decent team right now, probably one of the best in the Eastern. So, I mean, I like them. I like the Cavaliers. I like the idea of the Cavaliers beating Boston. I always like a new champ every year. It's like the World Series. It's like a new baseball team wins it almost every single year, almost, and it just keeps it fresh. Keeps like the fatigue of that franchise from setting in too early.
So what you think, Tyler?
Well, Cleveland.
Going Cleveland.
If
Boston's
it's not
out.
6, it's 7.
Boston's out.
I'm shipping out of Boston. Whoa!
Okay. And
Sorry.
then the next series after that would be the Milwaukee-Detroit series. I'm going Milwaukee, but I think Detroit would put in a good fight. I think Giannis is just too good, though. And that's not saying that Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns aren't too good, but Giannis is just that next upper echelon type good.
He's a buff Webenyama.
I mean,
Well, I guess
he's
Wemby would be Giannis
he's
because,
a skinny Giannis, yeah. Two
yeah,
different positions, but whatever.
well, they play everywhere.
Right, you're
Giannis
right.
can somehow make a three sometimes. Not all the
Um,
time. Not all the time.
one
Not
of
as much as
like
Wemby,
right.
but he can still dunk from the 3-point line. So,
That is true.
yeah, he's long.
Pause. Um, the next series then would be Cleveland versus Milwaukee. I don't know. I'm going Milwaukee.
I got cleavage on that one.
Yeah, Flag. It's Cleveland, not cleavage. And
Oh, come
now,
on.
and now Tyler won't even answer.
I got 2 pairs on Cleveland.
Wait, say
Sorry.
that again.
Um, Cleveland.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So then in the finals, this is actually kind of nuts. We have the Lakers versus Cleveland. LeBron is coming back to Cleveland for the finals.
LeBron shits the bed in 4. He gets,
Oh,
oh, dude, he gets swept. Fucking dustpan, baby. He's gone.
Oh,
Off to the fucking retirement home. Fucking go get
you think,
massages and
dude?
fucking play golf every day.
I,
It's time for him to like just stop. You
I,
know,
I can see
sometimes I
it.
see a headline of LeBron. I'm just like, this guy. I mean, he's the greatest of all time. Let's be for real. But it's just time to go. It's just time to go. It's not cute anymore. It hasn't been cute for a few years. I think it's I think it's time for him to
It
fuck right
would
off.
be, it would be so sad to see this dude's career end, getting swept by the team that he was drafted from, came back and won their first championship for them, and then just gets taken out of the playoffs.
It would be very LeBron.
It would.
It'd be very LeBron.
It would be storybook written either way if he got swept and lost or if he came to there and beat them. So, but Tyler, who do you got then? I said Lakers, he said Cleveland.
I just can't get the thought of like LeBron showing up for the first game and just fucking dies.
What?
I don't know why that thought. As soon as he said slept,
We're
I
gonna
was
get
like, he's
canceled.
fucking
What is this?
dead. Would he still be considered the greatest of all time
If he lost to Cleveland,
if he got
probably
swept in the homeland?
in the homeland. Well, he almost got swept to the Warriors, I should say, but he's never
Um,
been swept.
Cleveland, I feel like is, but depending on how the script writers are feeling that day,
I
Right.
feel like they're gonna
um,
teach him how to get swept.
yeah.
There, it's about time he learns. He seems to know so much all the time.
So we think Cleveland's gonna be the champs. I'll take that. I think that'd be a great championship right there.
Yeah, those boys are gonna rip it up. Go Cleveland.
Uh, Now we just need J.R. Smith to come back and start throwing Henny bottles at the at people. Brutal. Well, I mean, that's it with our basketball talk for today. I mean, that's all we had planned. But now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to bring Hunter here for. Hunter, what is going on in the football realm? I kind of know what's going on. Tyler
I want
doesn't
to.
really.
I want to talk about another fucking clown, and this clown's name is fucking Aaron Rodgers. And this is a letter directly from me to him. If I'm looking at the camera right now and Aaron Rodgers is on the other side of this camera, I'm telling you, stay the fuck away from Minnesota. We don't need you. I would rather fucking take Zach Wilson 2.0 and JJ McCarthy and let him fucking run the whole entire organization for the next 3 years and just run off the coupons and just hope that fucking Dak Prescott gets sick of Dallas and wants to bring his happy ass to Minnesota in like 2 or 3 years. I think Aaron Rodgers needs to stay far the fuck away from Minnesota.
Come on,
Go to the Steelers.
we
Go
gotta
to the
repeat.
Steelers.
We have to repeat the Brett Favre storyline, though.
No, no.
It
And
worked for
then
one
what?
year.
If we continue the Brett Favre storyline, this dude's gonna be sending pictures of his cock to fucking room service ladies and being fucking weird to high schoolers. We don't need that. We don't need the Aaron Rodgers storyline to end with him throwing his mushroom stamp on Snapchat. I'm not into that. Nobody's into that. We're past that. We don't need that anymore. So I want to hear your guys' take on this, but I mean, you heard it here first. And I think I speak for a lot of Vikings fans when I say, stay the fuck away from Minnesota. Just leave us alone. JJ McCarthy. Let's go, baby. Let's take the risk.
Well, I will say this. As a Bears fan, I'd love to see it. Actually, I don't know, because Rodgers always beats us no matter what place he's going to be at. He always beats the Bears. It's just how it is. But I also want to see it because I want to see all the turmoil just fucking unfold for this Vikings team.
See, we
Because you
can't have
guys had
that.
such a
What a
great
what
season
a
with Sam
chemistry
Darnold.
killer. That's exactly what we don't want. This fucking dude, he might as well paint his nails like your fucking quarterback, dude. He's such a diva. I can't stand him, and he just, like I said, stay the fuck away from Minnesota, please. Just please.
I will say, like I talked to my dad about this actually yesterday when we were down and having dinner with them. If there's one coach though that could take Aaron Rodgers and make him into a decent quarterback in 1 year, it would be KOC. Let's be for real. Because you have the best wide receiver in the league. You have a competent two. In the draft, I assume they're going to grab a three. I thought they were actually going to go get Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp would have been a great fit for the slot because Josh Naylor's really not that good, or whatever his name is, something Jalen Naylor. Um, I think Rodgers, with all the tools, with his old running back, with a competent head coach, and a decent O line that they just rebuilt, I think would have been fine. But no one wants to see it. There's not a single Vikings fan that wants to see it.
Yeah, it would be horrible. I mean, I guess it would be cool. My only worry with Rodgers, I mean, like let's be for real. I mean, he did lead in a couple categories this year. Off the top of my head, I can't really name him, but he led in a couple of categories. He literally wasn't the worst quarterback ever. It's just like
They just didn't win.
he's coming off the Achilles. He's fucking 41. Like just he comes with so much culture change too. He almost starts running the team, and then it's just like you see, like the Jets last year, they go and fire their head coach and GM halfway through the year. Just like moves like that just don't make sense.
Right.
So you can't just have somebody that is connected to that kind of dysfunction, especially like his exit with the Packers too wasn't insanely pretty by any means. So he just seems to come with a lot. And I think that if you got a quarterback that literally just came off of winning the national championship in Michigan State, JJ McCarthy, like I don't see why you just like don't give it a shot. Now he's sat for a year. He can kind of get the day-to-day of the NFL and he can kind of learn and go from there. But now he's all healed up and he's ready to fucking go, and you're just gonna let him sit over this fucking geriatric diva. Like I don't get it. I wouldn't do it. Doesn't make sense.
It's a very hot topic as of right now because we have no idea where he's going to go. There hasn't been a single talk about any speculation on what teams are even looking at him because the teams that were looking at quarterbacks already got theirs, or we know they're going to go draft one, like Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns are probably going to go draft one. We know the New York Giants are probably going to go draft one. Um, the Oakland Raiders got Geno Smith. The Seattle Seahawks got Sam Darnold. Like, I think right now, there's only a handful of teams that could use a quarterback. I don't think the Vikings could use a quarterback. I think they're fine just throwing JJ McCarthy out there. But it's also really tough to throw a team in who almost was one game away from the NFC North championship, like winning the NFC North with Sam Darnold. Like, are we going to put that much pressure on a young 23, 24-year-old quarterback who just came back from ACL surgery, who sat a full year? He's not this strong arm improviser. He's actually a very mobile quarterback, and he doesn't have the mobility probably that he used to. Now, again, he's a young guy, so he probably healed just fine. But I think in reality, you can go both ways and it'll be successful.
I'd say I like let's go around in a circle. I want to kind of like guess exactly what you think that the Vikings record would be if we start JJ McCarthy versus if we start Aaron Rodgers. We have the new O line. We have the new O line. So that's something to consider. But let's go around. I want to hear it. I think JJ McCarthy, if he takes over helm, we're winning about 5 games. We're shit in the bed. And that's just that. It's just it's what it
So you
is.
don't even have high optimism for if McCarthy is the
I think
quarterback.
that he needs to get his fucking shit rocked in order to just like really have his NFL moment. So maybe he will. He'll get his shit rocked in, and then next year, fucking 16-0, 17-0.
Jesus.
Yep, it's just the transition that we need.
I would say realistically, if JJ McCarthy was the quarterback, the most you guys would win is probably 9. I think 9 wins is a very high bar. I think it could make the playoffs. I'm not saying it's going to make the playoffs. It could, but you also are in the toughest division in the NFL, and it's toughest conference in the NFL. So it's not easy. Um, with Aaron Rodgers, I don't think it improves and I don't think it worsens. I think your best would be 9. I don't think it turns the needle over at all by any means.
So we're damned if we do, and we damned if we don't. It
Absolutely.
doesn't matter. But I think I'd rather take the young guy. Give him a year.
I would too.
Give him a year.
No
Try to
point
see what
of a
happens.
1 year wonder for a dude who has proven last year that he wasn't all that great. So, and Tyler hasn't really said anything. So let's see what he says.
Aaron Rodgers would at least take you guys to get a taste of what it's like
Uh-oh.
for the Super Bowl.
No,
One last
hold on.
hurrah.
We have to understand here. Tyler was a Packers fan growing up.
Shh. Nuh-uh.
Oh shit! So the truth
Nuh-uh.
comes out. That's okay. I'm being a little biased. I'm being a little
No.
biased.
Here's the thing. He went to New York to reel in the money. Imagine the perks out there. Okay. Not
Like the
like
Percocets?
upgrades. Yes.
Okay.
Now go to Minnesota. Imagine the perks there. And he just goes insane. I'm saying one last hurrah, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, it'll be like back in his prime when he was facing Detroit and he was like, let me just launch this 80-yard bomb for a tutty. And he'll do that every play
Fair.
because he's going to be out of his gourd. Because it's not like New York, where New York is a crappy franchise. Minnesota is a good franchise. They just suck. Doesn't make sense, but they suck, and I hate them. But if Aaron Rodgers were to go to Minnesota, could be a little interesting. Could be a little interesting. Feel like, you could get, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're going to the playoffs.
Playoffs. You know about playoffs?
Yeah, we talking about
That's
playoffs.
insane. I think
It's
playoffs is a stretch, bro. If we got Aaron
truth.
Rodgers, the only thing that
Truth.
we're fucking getting is the fucking Hard Knocks camera crew. fucking right during training camp. That's about the only fucking thing that we get if we get Aaron Rodgers, bro. That's
Proof that Tyler
playoff
was a Packers fan.
playoffs.
There's Tyler as a young kid wearing a Clay Matthews jersey. Look at that hair, dog.
He doesn't even. I don't have hair. I'm wearing glasses. That's not me.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You became bald, stupid, and blind since you were a kid.
Not even bald, you dum dum.
You're getting there.
Nuh-uh.
But we only got a couple more minutes left. I kind of want to chat about some baseball because I know Hunter, me and Hunter grew up watching baseball all the time. We've done a lot of trips. We traveled to Kansas City and watched the Royals Twins game. We watched Danny Valencia's first home run ever, grand slam versus Zach Greinke. That's my ball no knowledge of fucking baseball, but in reality, I'm a Cubs fan. We just played our first game in Tokyo and we lost 4-1. It was against the Dodgers. It's just how it's going to be. I think this year the Cubs are going to be a playoff team for a first time in a while, and I'll take it. I don't care how bad of a playoff team they'll be as long as they're a playoff team. And with the Twins, like Tyler, or like Hunter said, that's mediocrity for years. So
Terrible, terrible, terrible franchise.
they didn't sign a single player to get them over the hump.
Yeah, I think they signed who'd they sign? That fast little fucker from the show. Harrison Bader.
Oh, that's right.
He's 99 speed, fucking cruise around the bases. Like a smart car, but that's about it.
Like a smart car. I think their pitching would be good. I'm in fantasy baseball this year and I drafted Pablo Lopez, so I'm really hoping he has a unreal season.
That'd
What
be
do you
cool, but prepare yourself emotionally to finish in dead fucking last.
Yeah, what do you want?
I don't have a lot of hope for Pablo Lopez. I think he's too busy reading math books in the locker room to really be a serious ace for a baseball team that is full of franchise legends at starting pitcher. It's not gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Give me three legendary starting pitchers for the Twins.
Johan Santana, Francisco Liriano, Bartolo Colon. Never forget Bartolo Colon.
Big Sexy did play like 3 months for the Twins, I think. I don't think it was a full year.
It felt like years in my heart, dude. It was fucking amazing. That was some of the best Twins baseball that you can ever ask for. That's during Bomba Squad.
It was during Bomba Squad. It was like his 41 or 42 year old season.
I think he's still going and he's like 68.
Yeah, he's playing for like that fucking random UK leaguer that they did. They took all the old guys and brought him in. He got drafted like number 2 overall at the age of
68 years old.
So
he could retire with 100% of his 401k if he fucking decided to do it.
give me the record for the Twins right at the end of the season. What is it going to be?
I think we're going to come damn close to the White Sox record last year. I don't think that we're going to break it.
Jesus.
So what were they at last year?
They're 52 and something. 50, I think it was 52 and 112.
Yeah. I got Twins to shit the bed. Let's go like 60 wins. Tops.
Damn. You have zero optimism for any Minnesota sports team.
I just really don't. No, Timberwolves, I was all over. Timberwolves to
That's
the
true.
cup. Timberwolves to the cup all the way. The Wild maybe they could maybe do something.
You have hockey knowledge. Tyler has hockey knowledge. I no fucking clue. Absolutely. Whoop.
We're Minnesota.
I did watch.
Minnesota.
Yeah, fuck you
We are
guys.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I will say this though, that Four Nations hockey tournament was super fun to watch. So
Yeah, no, that was it. That was insanely electric. I thought that.
well, thank you, Hunter, for joining us. This was
Yeah.
this was a fun episode, man. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and tuning into this episode of the Hot Corner Podcast. Thank you again, Hunter, for joining us.
Yeah, peace
We
out, boys.
will-
Thanks for having me.
We will definitely be inviting him more often because this was fun. And we will see you all later.
On the flippity flip.